back to my channel. So whether you're headed trick-or-treating or to Hallelujah carnivals at church, chances are you or your kids will be given lots of treats and candy and things like that. So I wanted to give you 3 tips to maintain your dental health during Halloween. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Tip number 1 is to eat all of the candy at once. Yeah, you heard me right. Eat all of the candy. Now, not necessarily eat everything, but eat as much candy as you're going to in one sitting so that you don't have a high frequency of eating the candy. So studies have shown that anytime you eat anything that contains sugar, the pH in your mouth is lowered, which causes it to be a more acidic environment, which increases your chance of getting cavities. So it's best to go ahead and eat as much as you're going to eat and then brush your teeth. Try not to eat all throughout the day without brushing your teeth, or just all throughout the day, because that increases your chance of getting cavities. Your mouth constantly goes through the critical point of lowering the pH over and over and over again, instead of just doing it one time, getting it out of the way, and then brushing your teeth and getting everything out of there. So that's tip number 1. So tip number 2 is not really hard to understand why it's important. So tip number 2 is brushing your teeth and flossing before you go to bed. Another thing I would add to that is to maybe rinse with some Fluoride Rinse for about 30 seconds to a minute before you go to bed. So the brushing and flossing, I'm sure that's understandable why it's important. You have all of that sugar and all of that kind of stuff in your mouth. You'll brush your teeth, floss, get everything from between your teeth. Go to bed with everything nice and clean. The other thing is the fluoride also helps to strengthen the enamel and prevent any cavities that could have formed from eating all of that candy. So very important to make sure before you lay down to go to sleep that you brush your teeth, floss, and maybe rinse with some fluoride mouthwash. Another thing to consider is that your saliva production slows down as you sleep at night, and so leaving all of that sugar and everything in your mouth will continue to cause that acidic environment in your mouth, and it increases your chances of getting cavities. So that's why it's so important to make sure you have everything nice and clean before you go off to bed. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is pretty simple as well. Is to basically avoid any hard candy or any treats that are going to be harmful to your teeth, such as jawbreakers, hard suckers, and things like that. You can eat those types of candies, but you want to make sure that you lick them versus just chomping down on them and causing any type of fractures or any issues with your teeth. I know that people go to carnivals and things like that, and so candy apples, those are some of the things that people don't really consider, but a lot of times people try to bite down on those instead of sucking them, and they just simply can cause issues to the enamel of your teeth. So be aware of those types of things, but still have a good time. So that's tip number 3. So today's something to smile about comes from 1 Peter 4:8, and it reads, "Above all, keep loving one another earnestly, since love covers a multitude of sins." Now that's something to smile about. So I hope these tips on how to maintain your dental health during Halloween come in handy for you, and I hope it helps you prevent cavities. But most of all, I hope that everyone has a good time and a safe time. So that's all I have for today. If you like this video, feel free to hit the thumbs up button. Also, please subscribe to this channel, and also leave a comment down below to let me know what you're actually doing. If you're celebrating Halloween, if you're going to Hallelujah Carnival at church, I'd like to know what you have going on, if anything, watching scary movies or whatever the case may be. So everyone, be safe and enjoy, and remember to let your smile shine. Bye.